Good morning, Friday, May 1st, back with another MLB breakdown. Today we have 15 games. If y'all are watching this over on YouTube, make sure you guys drop a comment, roll call. Let's see who's in here. Let me know where y'all are from, where you're tuning in from. Let's get into it and have a great month of May here. We got 15 games. We have one-day game, so probably not going to touch that one. I don't know about y'all. Maybe some of you guys get bored and you really want action on the game. I get it. I don't know. We got 8-mile-an-hour winds in from center field. See what the weather factor here looks like. Yo, Block with the 5 gifted too, my guy. I appreciate you. Yo, if you guys just got a gifted sub from Blocks, make sure you say thank you. I don't know if any of those people are in here right now, but yo, Blocks, I appreciate the love. Thank you, man. Thank you. Tuning in from Louisiana. What up, Ghost Rider? Yeah, so some people are probably leaving this game alone. Negative 35% for home runs in Chicago with wind and the weather taking off 17 feet. 17 feet. So your average 317-foot hit is going 300. Holy cow, that's brutal. If you're going to hit a home run here today, if you're going to hit a home run here in this game, you got to hit it. Oh my God, you got to hit this thing 410 just to get it out over here. Just to get it to go like 380 or 390. I mean, that would be a no-doubter. Anyway, you got to smoke this thing, man. So that game looks brutal. Texas, Detroit, we actually have some wind blowing out. The problem is it's ice cold. And Detroit's already a hard ballpark to hit home runs in. So that's why you see negative 24% home runs, even though the weather's only taking off 2.7 feet. It's really cold, and it's just a difficult ballpark. The wind is helping a little bit right now, though, but it's only a light carry, so it's not much. Milwaukee, Washington, pretty similar. Park plays at about 9%-ish below, which isn't bad. And weather is helping a little bit out to left field, so maybe some right-handed hitters or a lefty that can push it, like Terang and Bowers, James Wood, that kind of thing. Maybe we'll see some of those guys pop up. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. It's some decent weather blowing out, but it's raining, so that's not ideal. We don't love the rain. Baltimore, New York. This looks good. Light carry going out. Once again, it is a little cold, but nothing crazy. Only 6 feet, so the wind and the temperature kind of neutralize everything. It plays very neutral today. What's up, Real Nicky? San Francisco, Tampa Bay. It's in a dome. Doesn't matter. It's nice. So plays neutral. Yeah, nothing really there. Miami, roof closed, plays at 13% below for homers. Miami with the roof closed is always a little bit tough to hit a home run in. You got to really crush one. Houston, Boston. Wind is blowing out to the short area over there in right field for Boston. Problem is it's cold. And obviously the Green Monster, this is not going to help if you're hitting it out that way. So it's playing at negative 22% today with that wind. You got to hit one to right field. So left-handed batters, really, that'd be the focus in that one probably. Toronto, Minnesota, very similar. It's already a hard ballpark. It's cold. Wind is blowing kind of across the field. So, let's see. Cold here in St. Louis, negative 34%. Already a really hard ballpark to hit home runs in anyway. Once again, wind blowing kind of out to the right. But it's really cold too. And low humidity. Wind blowing in Colorado. So that kind of hurts you here. This is not ideal. Colorado obviously plays as one of the best ballparks for home runs because the elevation. It still plays at 16% above normal, but usually I think like with neutral weather, like no weather at all, it plays at like 20 to 25%. So it is actually a little bit of a decrease from normal conditions in Colorado, about 11 feet. So Colorado, y'all have seen it before. I guarantee a lot of y'all in the chat here have been on a play for a home run in Colorado, and the guy hits like a 430-foot double. So that wind blowing in from that direction over there, that make it, you probably going to want to target right-handed hitters here, or somebody that can hit it to left field. This one's beautiful. We got 4.7 feet of carry coming from the wind. It's a little cold, but not terrible. Humidity is high, so that's good too. So the Angels Mets could be a really good one here for us. White Sox San Diego, overcast, 87% humidity. That's decent. It's going to play pretty neutral. Yeah, San Diego already plays a little bit below average for homers, but weather's not really affecting that game at all. Cleveland, this is the best one for sure. Plus 24% Cleveland at Athletics. 8.7 feet of carry added, wind blowing straight out. We like to see that one. And then Seattle, roof closed. plays pretty neutral, 6% under. So we got some options today. I think today's going to be a really good slate. If we go to the home run zone, let's look at how many we're expecting today. 33 homers today across 15 games. So just over 2 home runs a game. Philly, Miami being our lowest total there, probably based on pitching and the ballpark. And then number one, obviously the two we just shouted out that we liked. Athletics and then Angels, those ballparks. Yeah, Blocks, I really appreciate the gifted, man. I really appreciate the 5 gifted. Let's get into this. Hype train complete at level 2. Hell yeah. Hype chest, what's that? Frog emote, wow. Okay, cool, we got a new emote. I don't know anything about Twitch, I'm not going to lie. I guess we'll look at this first game, just give it a quick peek. We'll just give it a quick peek. What up, Steffi? How we doing? I'm going to tell you right now, I already don't love the game, but let's just take a quick peek. I mean, the home run odds you already can see. I mean, Ketel Marte at 556, like Vargas at 1,500, Arenado 1,200, 1,900 for Perdomo. Like, these are crazy. 2,200 for Nico Horner. Like that might work. That might be worth just taking anyway. 2,200. That's insane for a single home run. It's probably not going to happen though. We have with a 6% chance. It is 37% EV, but like that's too long for me, honestly. Like there's no way. Yeah, a lot of these guys, you got to smoke one to hit a homer here. No home run here. I mean, there's probably one, honestly, even with these conditions, but yeah, it's tough. Pitch mix ratings. We did add some new data into the pitch mix. So now when y'all click on somebody for a pitch mix rating, I kind of rewired it a little bit last night. We're pulling in all the different pitches. So no longer is the fastball lumping in together four-seamers and sinkers and cutters. They each have their own individual rating. The issue is some guys have only seen like a couple cutters or a couple, like I'm sure this guy's only seen a couple cutters. So his rating is plus 11 runs, which is insane. But I've waited for that. I've accounted for that in the actual overall rating. So this isn't going to just boost him up to a 10 out of 10 because he's insane against one pitch that he's hit one time. So it's been reworked a little bit. Much more fine-tuned, I think much more like robust. So that's good. And then also same thing here in the pitcher arsenal as well. Yeah, we split up all the fastballs. So now it's not going to just say he throws a fastball, whatever, 50%. It'll show four seams, sinkers, cutters. Same with sweepers, all that stuff. Somebody is 6 out of 6 on the do factor. We do have our second ever 6 out of 6 today. We'll get into that. The Mets and Angels looks like a good game. I mean, from the weather it does. I haven't gotten into the actual game itself, but the weather looks good there. Let's see. Hits, runs, RBIs here. I mean, someone's gonna have to score here, right? We're looking at actually this is a really good Nerfy game. We're looking at minus 171 Nerfy is what we're modeling this at. So Nerfy in this one could be outstanding. I don't know what the odds are though. It might be a crazy Nerfy to be honest. But if y'all are Nerfy people, if you can get it like minus 150 or something, it's a good play. I don't know what the odds are for it, but it is heavily favored towards a Nerfy today in this game. 6.94 total runs. First 5, we're looking at Cubs taking the first 5 barely, 2.08 to 1.79. Yeah, Ketel Marte for hit. Vargas is on a massive hit streak, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. 22-game hit streak for Vargas. That's pretty crazy. 1.26 OPS, 5 homers in the last 15. So he's on a heater right now. 22-game hit streak's crazy. So Vargas for a hit, yeah, probably he's got a good pitch mix too. But I'm sure his one hit line is crazy with that hit streak going on. So you probably have to pair that with somebody else to get any sort of value. I do like Ketel's okay for a hit. Nico's good for a hit too. Versus these pitch mixes, get rid of the sinker and the changeup. Yeah, I just don't. Sea's got good numbers against the pitch mix. So does Moises. Outside of his launch angle, Moises is a line drive merchant there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think we can move on from this game. There's just not a whole lot. Man, this guy Colin Ray throws everything. Jesus. I mean, his number one's a four-seamer. These guys are going to see a lot of four-seamers. Vargas is actually pretty bad against four-seamer, though. So, yeah, let's get on to another game. This one, yeah, once again, the weather's not terrible here, but not great. Mackenzie Gore versus Jack Flaherty. Let's see what chat's saying here. They say top two homer SGP parlay can be a go tonight. Interesting. Oh, that top two. Interesting. You look at Lee. Let's look at Lee. I don't even have a picture in here yet. I'm at negative 22% expected value for a homer. I think he's worth plus 1,000. He is plus 800. So it's slightly negative expected value. At those odds, 22%. Like, it's slight, but not somebody that probably would be on my radar. Honestly, it doesn't look like anybody on the Tigers would be on my radar for a good price here. Jahmai Jones, crazy odds. Ever going to be on him? He's in the 400s. I mean, I have him at 401, 1% EV. Basically says it's a standard fair price. I don't take Jahmai Jones for home runs anymore, though, because he gets subbed out for Kerry Carpenter. I know we have Kerry here, but Kerry doesn't have a line. He's not going to play. Yo, B. Brown, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Kerry Carpenter's not going to play, and if you know, you know. Jahmai Jones and Kerry Carpenter, they do that whole thing where if it's a lefty pitching, Jahmai Jones will play against the lefty. The minute the bullpen comes in and it's a righty, Jahmai Jones' ass is out of there. Kerry Carpenter's ass is in there. So Jones is a doubles demon. He's a demon in general, man. His number. Let's go look at his splits. You guys want to see something crazy? Look at this. Versus left-handed pitching, he's got 900 OPS. Like, 2 total bases per hit. Like, he's a real deal versus lefties. He is the real deal versus lefties. But he also, if we go to his recent form, look at his at-bats per game. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. The guy hasn't had 4 at-bats since the 17th of April. So if you're taking Jahmai Jones, just know you're getting 2 at-bats out of him. At that point, why don't you just take Jahmai Jones' first place, like, live bet is a plate appearance? You know what I mean? Yeah. Hot, cold zones, I mean, I guess there's a match at the bottom here, but not too much. Not too much. Gotta be careful with Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very well aware of all that stuff. I keep an eye on those teams that do the subs, pinch hitters, all that stuff, because people get burned on that all the time. Like, Jahmai Jones on his surface looks really good, 20% chance to hit a home run, but this is really 20% chance to hit a home run across the game, and he comes out early, then that just drops. So, and like I said, my fair value for him is plus 400, so really you're only going to get fair value. You're not going to get any sort of EV on it. So, for me, that's a pass, but if you want to take him for total bases or something, I could see it. I could see it. Just know what you're getting into. Buyer beware. Honestly, we got negative EV across the board. This is not a game I look like I will be targeting for home runs. Seager plus 400, not worth it to me. Look at these. So we got Jack Flaherty, above average whiffs. Home run park factor suppresses offense. Yeah, it's not a great home run factor today. Control issues. He does walk a lot of guys. It's another bad sign for home runs. And then Mackenzie Gore, strikeout artist, and the pitcher park again. So, let's go with Josh Young. Plus 775. He does have a good pitch mix rating, but I don't like him buried at the bottom of the order. Not a huge fan of guys getting buried here down in the 8-9 spot. If Josh Young moves up in the order, might take a different peek at him. But right now, he actually is him and Evan Carter are arguably the best value. Negative 8%, negative 14%. Both are red. I'm only going for green plus EV plays today for homers based on my model. I really trust my home run model, though. I've done a bunch of back testing on it. It's literally within a 0.5% accuracy for aggregate home runs across the year. So the number of home runs that my model has predicted, and what I mean by that is you add up all the different probabilities for everybody. So that's 0.16 of a home run. That's 0.11. You add up all the probabilities. You see how many home runs that is. We are within 3 homers on the actual total of the year. So I very much so trust my model. And yesterday I only took long shot plus EV homer plays. We hit Sal Frelick at plus 1260, JJ Weatherholt at plus 1,000, Jeremiah Jackson at plus 800. So I'm just going to stick with what's working for me. If y'all want to look at it from this perspective, which I know a lot of you do, Let's go look at the pitch mix here. Let's see who's cooking. Well, Jock Peterson's cooking. And 11 balls in play, Jock Peterson's cooking. 20 balls in play, Jock Peterson is cooking. Last five balls in play, yeah, he's cooking. So Jock Peterson's doing pretty well against this pitch mix. Young also looks good against the pitch mix. So, but going back to the projection side of things, I just don't think they're worth their price. I just do not think they're worth their price. So, let's get into the next game here. Ooh, I saw a name I like there. Jake Irvin, meatball thrower, 1.81 home runs per 9. Struggling, 5.59 ERA. Jock gets pinched a lot too, yes. Yes, he does. Miz's issue is the walks. I think he leads the league in strikeouts, though. Strikeouts per game, 6.57. Strikeout rate, 33.7. What's his home run per 9? 1.1. He does give up like about a homer. Fastball, yeah, exactly. Let's go look at his, actually, we'll go to a player here. We'll look at his fastball rating. I want to see what it is. Fastball rating for the pitcher is actually not that good. -2 runs above -0.2 runs above average. You'd think it would be a higher rated pitch, but it's not. His slider's his best pitch. And his changeup, but he doesn't throw it much. His slider is by far his best pitch. Well, that's partially because he walks a lot of guys with that fastball, so it really hurts his rating. When he's right with his fastball, it's one of the best in baseball by far. But his control issues with it, he gives up too many walks, which then hurts his run value. That's all it is. His true fastball is very good, though. You're right. Like, if he's on, his fastball is almost unhittable. But he just has way too many control issues with that fastball, which kills the runs above average, the run value for it. Anyways, James Wood does have a favorable rating today, 18% chance at a homer. Let's see what the EV looks like for these guys here. Once again, Sal Frelick, he's probably going to drop, but part of the model includes hot streaks, right? Like I told you guys the other day, I worked into the home run calculation probability. It's also, there's like a boost or a retraction for if a guy is hot or cold, right? It's looking at kind of, you know what y'all are doing right here with the stats and the pitch mix? You know how you guys are going through this and you're looking at like the last 10 games, the last 5 games, and you're seeing if they're getting hot, and you're like, oh, I like this guy because he's heating up. His stats look good over, you know, this goes from like red to green. You're like, oh, he's heating up. This is a good play for homer. That's exactly what the home run model is doing. It's taking these guys, looking at their recent performance over, you know, a period of time versus their long sample size, and it's applying certain boosts to that. So Sal Frelick has the highest home run probability he'll probably ever have in his life at 17%. That's considering him hitting leadoff. He probably won't hit leadoff. It probably drops around 15%. But look at this, man. He's kind of cooking. 2 homers in the last 3 games. Like I said, we took him yesterday at plus 1260. It hit. He's very plus EV today again. Now, I don't know if Sal has ever gone back-to-back for a homer in his career. The guy has, 20 homers in his career in 3 years. He's not a big home run guy. So I'd be shocked if he does go again today. I would. But that being said, he's been doing pretty good. 1,000 OPS in his last 7 games. Only 1 strikeout here since April 16th. He's only struck out once. 1 strikeout since April 16th is crazy. His walks are, he walks a decent amount. He's just not a power guy. But at plus 1,100 again today, could be worth a long shot, just like a straight. Could be a long shot straight. Terang plus 600, 11% EV. That's good. Gary Sanchez, 30% EV, plus 430. It's the only line they have for him, which means he might not play. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. He might not play. Also, y'all, if you want to avoid the ads, make sure you drop the Twitch sub. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime for a free sub. That's the best way to skip ads, because I don't want to pause the stream for ads too often and ruin the flow of that in the YouTube video. So sub up if you guys don't want to miss out from the ads. But Gary Sanchez would be the other plus EV play. I like Terang, Frelick, and Gary Sanchez on this team today. Bowers, I know a lot of people like Bowers every single day. Not a huge fan of Bowers at 420. Just not. I know it's against Jake Irvin, but look at the wind where it's going. It's kind of going out that way. A lot of Bowers homers this year are pull. Terang has a lot of opposite field homers. So Terang, I think, just fits the bill in a lot of places here at plus 600. See what he's been doing recently too. Terang, 42% blast. I know you guys like your blast percentage. 42% blast. Ground ball, it's okay. His fly ball's a little low. A lot of liners, a lot of line drives. This stuff's not that great over the last 5. Over the last 10, also not that great. Last 20, it looks a lot better. Get rid of the sweeper. Yeah, so it's really the sweeper that's hurting Terang. And that's only 12%. So it's not a huge pitch he's going to see probably. If we go just the top 2 pitches, 4-seamer sinker, Terang looks pretty good too. So I do like Terang today. I think overall Terang's a really good play. Curveball's what Sal hit his homer on, so yeah, Terang looks like probably the best one in this game. Sal for some crazy EV though. On the other side though, against my boy the Miz, I don't know. Dalen Lyle and James Wood both are about fair price. I'm a little shocked here. James Wood's at plus 400. I think this line could move back up. Unless y'all are seeing Wood all over Twitter and then the line just won't move because everyone's betting on him. But realistically, price just isn't that good. The price just is not that good. Long shots, which are randoms, are the ones that go. Well, that's exactly kind of the point about Sal Frelick. Plus 1100, but you get really good EV. Not all the long shots go. It's not like, oh, this guy's sitting at plus 1200, he's going to go. Like, he might, sure. But if you take all the guys that are the long shots with the massive green EV, you hit like 1 or 2 of them, you're profitable across all of them. You know what I mean? If you take 3 guys at plus 1100, if one of them hits, you're way up. You win 10x whatever you put on all of them. You lose 2 of the 3, so you net 8x. Whatever that standard bet size, whatever that unit was that you put on it. So if you take the green plus EV guys with the long shots here, we'll find a few of these guys today on the board, maybe 3 or 4 of them. As long as one hits, you're profitable. That's all it takes. So, but yeah. Nationals today just look like too much of negative EV. I mean, Wood and Lyle are okay. Like I said, maybe wait. If we can get Lyle in the 800s, I doubt you'll get him up there, though. I really don't think so. Wood will probably walk today, though. If you guys want to take James Wood for a walk, that's probably going to happen. I like the way you think. Yeah, it's just kind of the math of it all. It's all just math at the end of the day. We're not so much. It's hard. I know it's hard to say this. Not so much trying to predict the future, because you're never going to predict the future. There's variance in real life humans. More so, what we're trying to do is just maximize the expected value we can get from taking good plays. Take as many good plays as you can find, and as long as like a certain amount of them hit, you're going to be profitable because the math works itself out. You're getting expected value on them, and as long as things go okay, the math works out. You don't really care who it is that hits the homers, as long as a few of the people you have hit a homer. So on these mega long shots, we can miss 70% of the time and still make a good profit. So yeah, Nats not much here. You can go hits. I mean, Luis Garcia, I don't think he's playing. No lines. Same with Drew Millis. But if we're looking at hits, I mean, I guess Lyle. I guess. Brewers pen's been pretty good recently. Nats pen stinks. Abrams does have a really good pitch mix here, though. Let me see this. What's the word here? Why does he have such a high pitch mix? 8.2 out of 10. There it is. Fastball. Yeah, he's not hitting that though. He might. He actually is good against a slider too. Dang. CJ Abrams has a good pitch mix rating. Holy cow. He's good against a slider and a fastball. But this is a slider and a fastball he's never seen before. I'll tell you right now, CJ Abrams is not used to a 94-mile-an-hour slider. And a 99 average exit velo fastball. It gets up to 103, 104. So, yo, Sway with the prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the sub, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So really in this one, I think honestly Terang. That's where my focus is going to be today. I'll take Terang. I probably will take Sal. I'm just going to wait for him to get confirmed in the lineup. Wait for where he gets slotted in. So he probably goes back down into the 5, 6, 7 spot, somewhere down there. Maybe Mitchell goes back up to leadoff. So this game we're probably going to skip. It's supposed to rain. This is looking like a canceled game. Brandon Lowe's the only one that has like really good. Connor Griffin too. Here's one of your like plus 1,000 long shots. If this game happens, Connor Griffin at 1,100, 9% EV. It's not great. It's not crazy, but it's something. You know, with these mega long shots, I usually want to see like 30% EV at least. But B-Low had positive EV yesterday here. Brandon Lowe had like a plus 20% or plus 30% EV yesterday too on here. And he went yesterday, so that's another one. Been a little windy, a little rainy in Pittsburgh, yeah. And this is not looking at the current weather, by the way. This weather forecast is looking at game time. So this is pulling in the forecast from game time. So at what time? 6:45. This is supposed to be raining, 44 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour winds, 84% humidity. So 42% chance of precipitation. Yeah, let's not waste our time. So, yeah, delays, postpone something. It's not really worth your time. All right, here we go. This one looks decent. Yankee Stadium. Will Warren, Cade Povich. Cade Povich doesn't even have a tag. What the hell's up with that? He didn't qualify for anything, I guess. HR per 9, pretty high for Cade. There's already somebody we already know. Who do you guys think is going to have just a stupid probability for a home run? I'll let you guess before I scroll down. Left-handed pitcher on the Orioles, Cade Povich. Like, we don't even really need to say it. We already all know who's in play today. No. On the Yankees. There you go, J-Dub. There you go, yeah. We don't even really need to say it. But I'm guessing he's, 40%. 40% EV on that, too. Plus 252. Good price for Judge today. Yeah. Judge, insane probability. Same with Ben Rice, actually. Ben Rice has a stupid probability, too. Judge and Rice look insane today. Pitch mix not crazy. 5.2. Where's Judge getting beat? The slider. Judge is getting crushed on that slider. Holy cow, Povich actually has some nasty pitches, though. I can't lie. His stuff is really good. He just throws a lot of meatballs, it must be. Actually, you know what it is? It's probably just a small sample size of what it is. But Judge in that mode, too. Yeah, Judge looks insane. You can get him at a good price. 252, 40% EV. Ben Rice, 58% EV. Cody Bellinger, even 18% EV. Austin Wells, 46 EV. Jose Caballero, there's your long shot, 27 EV. Wells and Caballero both have really good EV with their long shot odds. So there's two guys you could take in the 7 or 800s as a straight. That look pretty decent. Yeah, Yankees look very good today. EV on all these homer lines are good. Judge is going to drop like a cement cinder block in the ocean. I can promise you that. I don't think he stays in the 250s today. This Judge line, I would be shocked if it gets anywhere higher than 210 by the end of the day. Good luck to the Jeremiah Jackson pick. Paired it with Schwarber. There you go. There you go, Supa. There we go. So, yeah. If you're taking Judge, you probably want to do so now. I'm not usually one to say take somebody early, but Judge, they're not going to be like, oh, Judge is hitting fifth today. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to hit second. He's going to play. You don't have anything to worry about there. Took Judge for 3 bases. There you go. Yeah, he's good for everything today. Hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, home run, hit, RBI, walk, strikeout. Judge is going to have one of those stat lines. He's going to have a home run with a walk and a strikeout. He'll clear everything. Ben Rice too, man. Ben Rice looks outstanding today. Tags look good for him. Hot cold zones. Wow, Povich throws it everywhere. Against left-handed batters, Povich throws it everywhere, lefty on lefty. The one place Povich doesn't throw it. The one place he doesn't throw it is where Ben Rice has 2 homers versus left-handed pitchers. Inside and top of the zone. That's all right. He's got homers down here, homer down the middle. So, yeah, Judge and Rice. There you go. That's kind of how it goes. Hold on, let me find something here. Song's a banger. If y'all haven't seen the F1 movie yet, go watch the F1 movie. I love that. I like F1 though. All right, let's get back into this one. So yeah, a lot of Yankees for good value today on a homer. Orioles have some guys today too. Jeremiah Jackson right back at it. Plus 990, 85% EV on that. Jeremiah Jackson's right back in there. Will Warren, 1.16 home run per 9. It's not crazy. It's not bad. It's pretty average, honestly. It's like literally average. So he can give up homers. Let's see his recent form. 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0. So yeah, he's kind of on or off. Astros didn't hit against him. Angels didn't hit against him. A's didn't hit against him. Interesting. Marlins got 2 off him. So today's matchup, neutral. Dangerous lineup. 3 batters projected over 15%. So yeah. There is room for him to be hit today. Basayo, plus 500. 10% EV, not bad. Alonso, 11%. It's okay. None of these guys are crazy EV, except for Jeremiah Jackson. Need a straight so I can put 100% boost on it? All right. Well, look, Jeremiah Jackson for sure is a good one today, though. Let's see if he's ever done a little back-to-back stuff here. Almost, not quite. Last 7 games, he's been pretty cold, though. He did his homer yesterday. Did get a homer yesterday. Pitch mix is neutral. So I don't mind him. Plus 990. That's a good little lotto. Long shot. Basayo sold you yesterday. Yeah, Basayo had a disappointing game. I'm attributing that to the whole doubleheader thing, man. You got to think about it from his perspective. He had to go get to the ballpark at like 8 in the morning. He had to sit there and watch everybody warm up. Then he had to sit there and watch a 3-hour game. Then he had to warm up. Then he had to play. So he sat for like 6 hours doing nothing. Yeah, and he had to catch. So I'm chalking that up to the doubleheader just screwing that over. Like a lot of those guys who played in game 1, they're already fresh for game 2. Yeah, they might be a little tired, but like, they're fresh, they're loose, they're ready to go. They just saw some pitches. Like it's easier to play game 2 than it is to start in game 2 after not playing game 1. So yeah, I'm chalking that one up to the doubleheader. You try sitting at a baseball game in a dugout for 6 hours and then go play a pro game against these pitchers, man. And shout out Lance McCullers. He was cooking. He had like 10 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. So Basayo does look good today, though, from an EV perspective. 19% chance. He's all right. Beavers, negative 30%. Not a huge fan of Beavers today. Not at 800. If you can get Beavers at 1,000, I would do it, but 0 for 4 versus Will Warren. Recent form. Last 15 games, pretty ugly. He does have a homer down here, but not a whole lot going on for Beavers. If we go look at these pitch mix stats, get rid of that. We'll look at these 3. Basayo, once again, looks really good. So is Pete Alonso. These 2 guys are green almost everywhere. Beavers does have a good blast here. Launch angle's okay. Bat speed's good. EV's mid. ISO here, though, Basayo and Alonso, by far the best. So, kind of any way you cut it. The recent form, pitch mix wise, Alonso and Basayo look good. And if you look at the projections with the EV, Alonso and Basayo look good. So, yeah, this game's solid. There's a lot of options here. Sprinkle one play on Jeremiah Jackson, sprinkle one on Wells or Caballero. What the hell? Who did that? Who did that? Which one of you guys did that? Which one of you guys did that? Caballero was like 840 2 seconds ago. He's down to 700 on Fanatics. Well, your EV's going away there, but... Robbie Ray, Shane McClanahan. McClanahan does not give up home runs. What up? How's it going? How we doing? Gogo Man, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. By the way, if y'all didn't know, you can access this app that I'm using on my screen right here, and you want to see the EV all day as it changes with the line movements, all the projections, all the data points, pitch mix stats, everything you could think of. This whole app, you can use it right now, rudebets.com. That's what this app is. It's rudebets.com. You can use code RUDE for 25% off, and you'll get right up in here. There's a lot we're going to go over here. Right now, we're just looking at the stats, man. I got a whole parlay generator that's going to give you guys plays, everything. So, Yandy Diaz, only other green here is Junior Caminero. I wouldn't take either at these low. They're okay, but this EV is too small. 7%. We're going to find better plays on the board. But if you really want something in this game for a homer, the only two that I would personally take would be Yandy or Junior. Everybody else is just too negative EV for me. Miranda's kind of fair value. So is DeLuca. So is Drew Gilbert. But no one's popping off the page, so just played the 5 out of 6 criteria. Probably there you go. Some people love doing the do factor. Some people love that. And we do have a 6 out of 6 to go over today. Marlins Phillies, Yuri Perez. This is the lowest projected home run game. Yuri Perez versus Zach Wheeler. 1.11 HR per 9, 1.28. Schwarber has positive EV at 11.5%. So was Liam Hicks, 920. Tampa players pitch mix. Let me just go back to that real quick. I don't know if I saw anybody that stood out. Nobody's green. A lot of yellow. A lot of yellow here, so it's not terrible. So any of those top 3 you could probably take for a hit. A lot of green here, though. Schwarber looks... Yeah, Schwarber's plus EV for a homer here at plus 300. That would be 3 games in a row. It's definitely doable for him, but nothing crazy. Harper does have a really good pitch mix today. Just slightly negative EV. That's the books taking their juice on it. That's it. The books know he's a 500 today. He's a plus 500 today through and through. True and true, he should be plus 500. But they're taking 10% off you because they want their little cut. And take the 6 out of 6 program nukes. Yeah, there you go. I already did. I already took it. Yeah, it's going to probably get nuked. Marsh, negative 5% there too. So some of these guys are close. Harper and Marsh are really close. They're fair value. I do like that pitch mix for Harper, though. But his issue is what's going on here. 290 versus righties. Let me guess. Where is it? Hits. Doesn't give up a lot of hits. Yuri Perez is nasty. Yuri Perez is nasty. So. And I don't mind Liam Hicks as one of those long shots again today. He's red hot. Liam Hicks is red hot. Homer, no, homer. So he's hit 2 in a row. Yikes. 4 homers in his last 15 games. 2 homers in his last 2 games. Look, I think he's worth it at 900. His pitch mix is brutal today, though. He's got a really tough pitch mix. No, Akamoto's not. But I think at 900, like, it's decent. It's only 18% EV, though. It's not anything crazy. It's only 18%. So I don't know. I'm torn on Liam Hicks. I don't know that I'm going to do it. I probably won't. I probably won't, but you could. You could. Nobody has a really good pitch mix against Wheeler here. He's a good pitcher. So, but we got a couple green. Trey Turner's green, Schwarber's green, Harper's green. So, for the most part, like, Trey Turner's definitely in play today for hits and hits, runs, RBIs. Am I going game by game? Yeah, right now I'm going game by game. Don't like this. Jake Bennett making a debut. I really don't like this game either. We're going to skip this one too. All right, we'll go Rockies, Braves. We're going to do a couple more games, and then we're going to go over to kind of some of these other tabs, look at some other stuff from that perspective, and then we'll shut it down, send it over to Bana. So, you're saying JJ's are going today? JJ Weatherholt? He went yesterday. I got him yesterday. I'm not chasing it again. I got it. I caught him. Baldwin in this game, good EV. Plus 500. I like Baldwin at plus 500 for sure. He's going to have to get into one, though. He's going to have to get into one. Olsen, he's kind of fair value. 390 is not that good of a price. And then you get down into the 200s for Olsen. That's terrible. Now you're looking at negative 30% EV. On MGM, he's 390. Like, that's all right. But the other books, you're getting really bad EV there. You're getting just crushed. Baldwin looks good, though. 25% for Baldwin's nice. And also, hits, runs, RBIs. Your Braves today could definitely be a hits, runs, RBIs team. Acuna, Baldwin, Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Dubon. Everyone in this top 6 looks good for hits, runs, RBIs today. Everybody in this top 6 looks good for hits, runs, RBIs. Albies for home runs, fair value, within 0.5% of the market line here. So we have it exactly the same as the market. So that's fair value. That is fair value. On the other side, Goodman and Moniak, both positive EV, so you could take either of those two today. I would probably lean Goodman, and here's why. Weather. Moniak hits right into that wind. Moniak is hitting directly into that wind. Hunter Goodman can kind of hit it out this way, and it'll just get pushed back this way a little bit, but Moniak's going straight into the teeth of the wind. So I would lean Goodman if I was going to take one of these two today because of the weather. But you're getting good EV on all of them, 25%. Like, that's solid. This is one you go put in a parlay for sure, Hunter Goodman. Or you could put in a parlay. There's probably better options on the board, but he's definitely someone you could include in a parlay today. I mean, even Baldwin, too. One of the best games of the day for home runs, Mets, Angels. Wind blowing kind of straight out. Walbert Urena, Christian Scott, both are just big walk. These guys, walk rates here. 50% walk rate. Only one inning pitched, but 16% walk rate. Damn. Well, that's broken. He's only pitched one inning, so we're going to have to fix that. He's not walking 20 batters. But, Juan Soto. The only guy that has plus EV for a homer today on the Mets is Juan Soto. Interesting. He should have hit 2 yesterday. And he's got a 9 out of 10 on the pitch mix rating. And he's been smoking the ball. He should have 4 homers in the last 2 days. 3 days, whatever it is. Homer. Should have had 2 there. Guy's on a heater, man. Guy's on a heater. StatCast. Look at this StatCast. 70% hard hit rate. 98 average exit velocity. 45% barrel. Soto is just going crazy right now. This is as green as you're ever going to see a StatCast. Launch angles are almost all in the home run window. Look at barrel, 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 no, barrel, no, barrel, barrel, no, barrel. Like, this is the 70% barrel rate. I have never seen something like that over 10 balls in play. I've never seen that in my life, I don't think. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've never seen an 80% fly ball rate with 70% barrel rate. And then only a 25% homer to fly ball ratio. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Look at this. 375 field out. Could have been a homer. 376 field out. Could have been a homer. 413 double. Could have been a homer. He should have 3 more home runs on this list. That's insane. 9 out of 10. Yeah, Soto's a great play for homer today. Yeah. I see no qualms. If we go to his stat cat, let's just go look at his splits versus righties last 5. Just insane. It's just nutty. And if we go to the pitch mix side of things, take out the sweeper, just nutty. Soto looks insane. This is my new go-to when I get out of work every morning. Welcome, Buck. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yo, thank you for all the follows. Once again, if y'all want to hit the sub button, it would be super appreciated. We're trying to get to 100 subs. It'll make sure you guys don't get any ads. And if you want to sub to rudebets.com and get in this tool, you can use code RUDE for 25% off. Look at all the EV on the Angels today, man. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Yeah, there's potentially some good stuff here. Joe Adele, great. Trout, outstanding. Trout with a stupid 40%. Is the website easy to use? I think so. I've made it so it's pretty easy to use. I'll show you. Everyone's got tags. It gives you all the stuff here. It shows you the EV with the books, all the projections, all the stats here if you want to get into that stuff. This is a little bit more complex to read, but this is for people who like to get super into the weeds. All the projections are right here. This is just what they're projected to do each day. Pitch mix ratings right there. You can click on anybody's name, give you a full breakdown of the pitch mix rating and why. There's little info buttons all over that explain stuff. So if you don't know what something means, just look for a little info button and it'll tell you it. You got all your splits. If you want to look at those, you got your game log, you got your StatCast log, you got your hot and cold zones, you got trends. Here's the best part. If you go to trends, it'll literally, you don't even have to look at anything. There you go. It'll just tell you everything. So if you don't know how to look for stuff or you don't know what to look for, you can just go to trends, or I'll show you another way you can get this to show, and it'll just tell you all the goods and bads, and if they're strong or weak or whatever. So I don't think it gets much easier than this. Also, everyone has a tag. You can just click the info button. It'll tell you all their tags, which is just like quick snapshots into how they're performing. So Mike Trout, what's he doing right now? Okay, he's a big power bat, so he does a lot of strikeouts and home runs, basically. He's an all or nothing. Got it. He's got 3 homers in his last 7 games. Good to know. 22% barrel rate. Good to know. Pitch mix ratings an 8.5 out of 10. That's a very favorable matchup. Good to know. He's on a heater over his last 7 games. Good to know. The only thing here that he doesn't have is he's much better on the road than at home, and today he's playing at home. That's his only negative, is that he just performs better on the road. But home games this year, it's only 11. He's had 20 on the road, so that doesn't mean too much. So, yeah, very, very easy to use. Very, very easy to use. We even got bullpen stuff. It's anything you need for MLB, it's in here. Right on the road, yeah. But there hasn't been too many games on the. He's only had 11 home games. I give him a break. Yeah, take anybody you want on the Angels, really. Trout for sure, though. Soler also looks good today. Joe Adele, too. Josh Lowe, too. Man, they all look so good today. They all look so good today. But Trout's for sure going on a slip. Even Neto, even Zach Neto, 20% chance. He's got a good price. He's the lowest EV, though. Outside of Arnaud and Frazier, everybody else, I'd say Neto's like my last pick. He's my last pick here. He's probably good for hits, runs, RBIs, though, today. Neto has a really high hits projection, a good pitch mix, good hits, runs, RBIs. Neto is someone I would take for total bases or hits, runs, RBIs. But he's got the lowest EV, only 13% expected value. Trout, 60%. Soler, 94%. Adele 83%, Lowe 64%, Shawnell 34%, Yoan Moncada 48%. These guys are all insane. But yeah, Trout's the best probability, 40% with 60% EV. That's a great play. Soler. Uh-oh. There's a negative for Soler, and this is something too. If you're really struggling to pick one from all these guys, right, and you're using rootbets.com and you're like, I don't know who to pick. They all look good. Well, you could go a layer deeper and be like, well, let's just see if anybody has any positive tags for the day. Well, click on their name. Right away, you'll see a negative tag for Joe Adell. Past his bedtime. Right here. Night OPS is 562. His day OPS is 780. He's much better at a day game. So, okay, maybe not Adell then. I can narrow him off my list. What about Soler? Night Owl. Okay, so he's way better in night games in today's night game. So now Soler, he just moved up on my list. So it's an easy way to just narrow it down is let's just see like what are their splits, what are their tags telling us about today as well. Night Owl for Yoan Moncada as well. That's good to see. So you can narrow it down that way. Soto, Judge, Drake. I think I'd probably go like Soto, Judge, Trout if I was going with the big dogs. You could do that too. Muneteka, Murakami, and Colson Montgomery and Miguel Vargas look great there, obviously. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I want to save this for later, but we have some stuff here. A lot of plus EV. This guy, 117%. Probably the best expected value play of the day. Schneemann, plus 650. You're not going to find better than that today. Against JT Ginn, who is a meatball thrower. 53% EV for Jacob Wilson. Probably not going to chase that with a low pitch mix. Not bad, though, at plus 1,000. But I'm not going to chase that. If we look at his stats here, his average exit velo, bat speed 62, 80 exit velo. It's not worth taking for a homer, honestly. This is a nice long shot here. I don't mind this. Let me go back to that blast. Let's see pitch mix wise. 69 bat speed. Okay, it's okay. It's not bad. Good launch angle. Blast is low, though. Not too good at stats here. He's got the launch angle and the fly ball, though. That's about it. But at plus 1,200, like that's one where you just throw a real small sprinkle on it, and that could be a good play. 56% EV at plus 1,200 for her eyes. Could be interesting. But yeah, let's get into the home run zone here. So new tab, top model EV. So all the guys I just showed you that have green. Now here's a list of the best EV plays across all games. So these are all your top EV guys. So you can just come here and you can just find some EV guys for those long shots. Look for the guys who are in like the plus 1,000 odds range, like Sal Frelick long shot. Good EV play to take. Vargas long shot, maybe, I don't know. That game is the super windy one in Chicago. So you just gotta do a layer. You gotta do an extra layer of research here. But plus 1,600 probably wouldn't. Plus 820 for Moises. That's that same game. Same with Arenado. Jeremiah Jackson plus 990. Pretty good EV play. JJ Weatherholt plus 775. Could be decent. Not bad. For a long shot. We're looking at a lot of 200s. Plus 1,200 for, we just talked about Narvaez. There's a decent one. Plus 1040 for Carlos Narvaez. Could be decent. Plus 1,000 for Jacob Wilson. Not too sure about him. Bazana getting his first homer plus 775 could be decent, right? So you can just go in here and do that. That's another way to do it. Top due here. All right, let's get into it. We have our second ever in the history of the top due model. 6 out of 6 due for a home run. Second one ever. The first one ever, we took as a community play. He hit a homer. It was Moises Ballesteros a week ago. So if y'all were here for that and y'all remember, the only other time we saw a 6 out of 6 was Moises. And he did his thing. Well, today we got Schneemann, 6 out of 6. He's got a barrel in the last 3. His barrel percent is over 7%. His drought, he's hit 6 balls in play since his last homer. He's hit 7 last balls in play since his last homer. His median gap is 6. Not a huge drought score. Very, very small. He's basically just hit the gap to cross over his average pattern between homers. Launch angle is in the home run window, 19.1 degrees. Opposing park and opposing pitcher, both green. So, we got our second ever 6 out of 6. And he's got an insanely good expected value. 117% EV, 29% chance at a homer. He's sitting right now at 650. So that's a straight. That's what I'm taking as a solo dolo. I'm taking it all by itself, and we pray he comes through for us. Cross your fingers and pray he comes through for you. But it's a great play all around. It's one I would take every single day. Even if he misses today, this when I see this play, I'm taking it every time. Just know, like I said, there's only a 29% chance this wins, right? Like, just be aware of that. And do your thing accordingly. There's only a 29% chance. There is an 71% chance he doesn't hit a home run today, okay? So I want y'all to know that. I do not want to hear a damn thing on Twitter, on YouTube, anywhere if he misses and doesn't hit a home run. I don't want to hear, oh, he didn't hit a home run. Yeah, there's a 71% chance he won't hit one, right? That's what home runs are. There's no such thing as a 100% home run like chance. It's not like him hitting a layup. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, this guy's going to score 1 point in the NBA. But yeah, you can almost guarantee that for players. This is a home run with a 29% chance. But it's a beautiful play. These are the plays you search for, man. This is what we come in here every day, and this is what everyone spends the time in the tool looking for, is a play like this. So, yeah. The optimal parlay today for a homer based on the balanced model would be Murakami, Trout, and Judge. You could probably swap out Murakami for Cal. There's a lot of guys. So these are all the other guys you can swap in the balanced model. Once again, yeah, Daniel Schneemann. Utilize this feature right here. If y'all are using Rude Bets, there's two things I'm going to give you on this page. One, it shows you the EV on each leg. So you can see, like, if this guy was red, you're like, I don't want to take a negative EV leg in this parlay. I'm going to swap him out, right? So you can do that. Two, it tells you the best book and the odds you're going to get. So right now you can already see, I expect this to be at plus 1,462. So I expect the fair odds of this home run parlay for these three guys to be at plus 1,400. Well, you can see right here, there's 237% expected value on this play at 51.72 on DraftKings. So $10 bet would get you 527 on these three right here. You can hit this button, place 3-leg parlay. It'll open up a GamblyBot slip or GamblyBot page that you can click your book and take the slip. You don't even need to go to your app and like find all these guys, whatever. Just click the place 3-leg parlay button. It'll open up the other link for you and you can place your bet. So utilize this stuff as much as you can. I'm telling y'all. Utilize that. You can also still look at the odds too if you want. Add as many legs as you want. There's different filters you can do. You want to avoid day games, you can do that. You want to do a same game parlay, the optimal same game parlay. No surprise here, it's the Angels. So you just got Schneemann 8-12 with a boost. So there you go. I might have to look into that. We have multiple strategies here. So this is the balanced model. Well, we have the sleepers. These are your guys between 20 and 30 home run pace. So Jorge Soler, Jose Ramirez, Rob Refsnyder, these guys are all sitting between 20 and 30 home run pace and have a baseline upside that is higher than their normal upside. So normally they're projected X for a home run. Today they're projected Y. So in this case, Jorge Soler is 1.3 times more likely to hit a home run than on any normal given day. Jose Ramirez also 1.3 times more likely today than a normal day. Rob Refsnyder, 1.3 times more likely today than any other day. You can extend that out. I personally, I've told you all this before, I'll say it again, I wait for these lineups to go from projected to confirmed before I actually take any of these home run parlays. I'll take some straights with EV during the day before, but when I'm looking for parlays, I wait until they're confirmed lineups. I just do. At least, maybe not for balanced model. You could do this early. These guys aren't really moving in the lineup, but especially once you get into like sleepers or long shots even, especially long shots, you want to wait. Long shots, no surprise. Daniel Schneemann is your number one pick there. Let's turn on the one player per game again. Schneemann, no surprise, he's there. Josh Lowe, Miguel Vargas. And obviously a lot of these guys you're going to see have plus EV on the model. So you're not going to be taking plays that have negative EV for the most part. And if you do, you can swap them out. Top due, Schneemann, Moniak, and Cal Raleigh. Interesting. I'd rather probably go Hunter Goodman from that bucket, like we said, but you could go that route. Hot bats, Aaron Judge, JJ Weatherholt, Juan Soto, Juan. He's one of the hot bats. Any ball above anything means a home run, so you can just see all their homers recently. Matchup edge, Trout, Rice, and Baldwin. There you go. This is one that I think a lot of you probably will end up taking. These are all guys with the best pitch mix ratings today versus their opponent. And a good probability for a homer. So Trout, Rice, Baldwin. Once again, say you don't want Baldwin, we can swap him out. You see all the other guys with a really good pitch mix. You're like Shea Langoliers, right? Whatever. But Baldwin was the best. So a lot of ways you could cut it, man. This parlay builder is outstanding for finding plays. Are those highest numbers, or has there been higher than 1.3 for EV? What do you mean? Are you talking about this baseline thing, 1.3? These are the highest today. And this is not the expected value. 1.3 is not the same as EV. The 1.3 just means today's projection is 1.3 times higher than normal. That has nothing to do. That doesn't really. The EV is based off the book odds. So this price, like DraftKings 478. This is based off his normal home run rate, 25% of the time. So they're a little different. But yeah, there's been a higher baseline. I've seen 1.5 before. It's rare, but 1.3. So this is just purely saying these guys have a much better chance to hit a home run today than normal. And then this is saying you're also getting a really good price on it. So that was Rice versus Povich. Yeah, that would be Rice versus Povich. That's just based off of the pure matchup edge. So if we go into his matchup, 7.7 out of 10. Really good against the fastball, really good against the changeup. I mean, Ben Rice is good against everything, so. Yeah. Narvaez ago, he's got good EV, but he doesn't have a good, only a 13% chance to hit a homer. That's not terrible. Also, you can star these guys to your watch list, right? And you can take parlays from your watch list, too. So the same way we did the gambling bot on the other page. Of course, now my watch list is frozen. There we go. Just going to show you your home run odds here still. But say you have multiple guys in here and you want to place a slip from your watch list. You can say, I want to take a hits parlay. You can just select the hits tile, place bet. So if you select the hits tile on multiple guys, then you'll place a hits parlay. If you select total bases, and you can do multiple. Say you want like total bases for this guy, hits for the next guy, whatever. It'll find all those proper legs. If you want the home run one, you just click the home run tile. But whatever tile you click, that's what it's going to search for that player when it builds your bet slip on GamblyBot. So let's just go back here for a second and say we want this guy, this guy. Okay. Now you say you just want to do a total bases parlay for these three. You just click total bases for all three, and then it'll go find it. So that's how you do your place any bet kind of thing. If you don't want to go back and forth and look for the lines, it'll give you your Gambly link. Just add them to your watch list, anybody that you want. And you don't have to select multiple. So like you can make a watch list of like 15 people, right? But you only want to take a 2-leg. You just select the 2 guys you want. It'll say right here if they're in the slip or not. You can just take him out of the slip. He's not in. Now he's in. Now he's not in. Now he's in. Now he's not in. Now he's in. So, yeah. You can build bet slips from this app. That's the whole point. And then GamblyBot will take you to it. Why GamblyBot not showing Bet365? Could not tell you. I do not know. I do not know. You can use it for any prop, Steffi. Like I was just saying, just select the tile. Whatever tile you want. So, like I said, if you want to do hits, just click hits. Boom. Now it does hits. Also, what you could do, so you get some toggles here. You don't really need to touch them. But these tiles are for if you want to take the play based off of the book line. So this is just going to look for what they're like, minus 110, minus 120, like their standard line. Or if you want to do like an alt line, say like Judge, it's not going to happen. But let's just assume Judge had a 1.5 total bases line today. He probably doesn't. He has a 2.5. But if he had a 1.5 total bases line, but he's projected for 3, and you wanted to take him at 2.5 based off the projection, you can just say, I want to take the line that's closest to the projection. So now it would look for Judge 2.5. If it was a different player, maybe that's like an alt line, right? Like Mike Trout, perfect example. He's projected 2.67 total bases. If we hit the projection, now it's going to look for his 2.5 total bases instead of his 1.5. If you leave it at book, it'll look for the 1.5. And then over or under too. So say you want to take an under. If you're doing pitchers, that's a great example. Say you're on pitchers, and you're like, okay, I want to go take Colin Ray and Patrick Corbin under on strikeouts today. I thought they looked pretty good under on strikeouts, so I think they suck. Well, you just do that. You just say, I want Colin Ray for strikeouts, and I want him on the under. But now it's going to look for Colin Ray under strikeouts. Or over, if you want over. So yeah, this is the watch list is meant to be a way you can craft your bet slips however you want. You want hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, RBIs, boom. Now to go find all those lines. Warning though, the more legs you put into it, the longer it takes to generate. I was on a meeting with Gambly yesterday. They're working on their latency. It should be a lot faster in the next couple days. Anyways, back to the player projections page too. I showed you guys before the trends where like it'll give you a summary for any player. If you don't know about somebody, right? Say you're like scrolling through and you're like, what's the word here on Josh Lowe? What's the word on Josh Lowe? Generate analysis. Click it. Boom. It's going to give you that same analysis. So Josh Lowe's favorable today. He's got 3 positives, 2 negatives, and it'll give you all of them. Instant read on any player. Instant read on any player. So you don't even need to do, like, people make it too tough. Judge is at 1.5 bases plus money. There's no shot. Are you kidding me? Is that real? Are you serious? What, do they think he's just going to get walked 4 times? I mean, maybe. Honestly, dead ass, that might be a possibility. I'm not even kidding. There's a chance Judge just doesn't get a chance to hit the ball because they walk him so many times. Very possible. And that's probably why his line would be plus money. But I'd be shocked if his bases line's plus money. Are you serious? It is. That's crazy. Wow. Anyways, so yeah, 1-click generate analysis will give you, it's got all the tags too, so you can just quickly see all the tags. We got our spark graphs here too, so whatever stat you're on, if you're on, let's say we're looking at hits today, you want to take players for hits. Well, I like to look for green pitch mixes. Well, here's going to tell you all of their recent games, their last 5, how many hits they got, and who they played. The who they played might be more valuable for like pitcher strikeouts, right? If you're looking at a pitcher, and you're looking at strikeouts, it's not pulling in there. I have to add that on. I didn't do it. Sorry, I forgot. But anyway, I'll add that on in like 10 minutes. You can look at who they faced, and maybe you're like, oh, well, that team doesn't strike out a lot, so I'm not too worried about him only getting 2, even though he got hurt that game. But whatever. Appreciate it, Focus. What's good? So yeah, there's a lot of things you all can do with this. The whole point of this tool is to give you the best resources possible to make the best plays. We can sort by pitch mix rating. Who are the best matchups today for batters? Max Muncy, Pajes, Soto, Harper. We got 2 10 out of 10s. 2 guys that just absolutely dominate the pitch mix. A lot of guys who are 8 and above. And then some 7s, 6s. And as always, don't forget, if you guys are trying to search for a player, like we'll filter by tags, you can select all, right? It defaults to the top 30 for any list. If you want to see everybody, just click all. It takes a little bit longer to load because it's got to load 270 players rather than 30. So that's why it defaults to 30. So, but then last thing here too, that is a lot of people are doing, and it works every single day. Let's sort by those Let's go sort by those splits, man. Let's go sort by those splits. Night Owls. Who performs well in night games today? What do you know? What do you know? We got 3 Night Owls at the top here that we absolutely already loved. Murakami, great home run probability, and he's Night Owl. Soler, great probability, and he's a Night Owl. Schneeman, there he is, and he's a Night Owl. Yeah, they go to YouTube. So we got all our Night Owls here, which is another way you can look at it. Now on the other side, let's go look at guys who suck at night, past their bedtime. Cal Raleigh, bad at night. Joe Adell, bad at night. Gary Sanchez, Moniak, Contreras, Lowe. So maybe these are guys you avoid. Like, yeah, Cal Raleigh has a really good home run probability, but he struggles in night games. It's not that bad, though. His night OPS is still 700. That doesn't scare me. This doesn't scare me. Let's find one that scares me. Joe Adell scares me a little bit. Gary Sanchez scares me a little bit. In the 600s with that OPS. Moniak, 750 doesn't scare me. 722 doesn't scare me. This scares me. 488 night OPS is brutal. That's low. That's very, very low. J-Rod doesn't scare me. Cody Bellinger, that's tough. 564 is a lot. Used to be a last inning demon. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. You could take this one step further. His OPS at night is 562. Let's just see. Does he have a lot of night games? Probably. 10. Okay, it's only 10 night games. So the sample size is small on him for that. He's only played in 10 night games. So it's not that crazy. But that's the way to do it. Maybe the past bedtime one I wouldn't focus on as much as I would the night owl. This is much better because it's positives. You're looking for guys who are going to do well. Now you got your list of guys who do well at night. And you can go from there. You can see all your EV, your probabilities. All the other projections are down here too if you want to look at total bases. I also get night owls who also have a platoon advantage. There's only one, Corey Seager, but he's negative EV. Night owls who do well at home, Buxton and Wood. Okay. Night owls who do well on the road. Do we have any of those? There you go. Murakami and then these two. Night owls that own their pitcher, Gunnar Henderson. Night owls with a pitch mix edge, just Bryce Harper. So I did my own mistake and didn't expand it to all, though. That's on me. Yeah, now the list gets bigger. So that was on me. I forgot to do that. Road Warriors, there you go. There's a lot more of them. So who's the three that's good at night tonight? There's a lot of them that are good tonight. There's good at night, night owls. There's 48 night owls. 48 night owls. Lupe, yep. I think Lupe Fiasco was like one of my first concerts I ever went to, like 2010. Yeah, it's like when this album first came out, I saw him in concert. No, it wasn't this album. I think it was the Kick Push. It was Kick Push, that whatever that one was. It was that album. How about the three I named? I'm going to be honest, I don't know. This is your top three night owls, though. Murakami, Schneemann, Moncada. I liked Soler. I know that. Or, yeah, Jorge Soler was one that I liked. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on today. This slate looks outstanding. There are so many good options built in here. There are so many good options built in here today. If we can't have a day today, I'll be shocked. Once again, we're expecting 33 homers on the slate. Some games don't look so good. Some games look pretty darn good. Top night owls versus the pitcher. Oh, so we're looking for guys who do well at night and own the pitcher. That's what you're talking about. Let's see if we even have any. Night owl and owns this pitcher. It's just Gunnar. But he's negative 22% EV. His line's not good, but he's the only guy that is a night owl and owns a pitcher. By the way, owns this pitcher. If y'all want to know what that even, like, what qualifies for that? Greater than 10 plate appearances and better than a 320 average or multi-homer. So, once again, info buttons, they're everywhere. You got your info buttons all over the place. Filter by tag right above these. You can click it. It'll tell you what every tag requires to qualify. So if you want to know just in general, like what would make somebody a night owl, well, it means that their night OPS, on base plus slugging, which is one of the best metrics you can do in baseball for overall performance, is 150 better than their daytime OPS, and their day OPS is less than 800, and today is a night game. So it just says they do a lot better at night than at the day. Their day's actually bad, not good. It's below league average, and they play in a night game. Because we used to have night owl that was just looking at day versus night, and we'd see guys like Judge or someone that had like a night owl tag, but both their day and OPS is over 1,000. So it's like, okay, they're not really a night owl. They're just good, always. So I changed that up so it has a qualifier that their daytime has to be below 800, which is the around league average. I might lower that to below 700, honestly. 800 is still pretty good. I think I might lower that to below 700 so we can get a smaller list. Yeah, Gunnar's the only one that has that. We also have, let's see if there's anybody that's owned by their pitcher. That's another one you can look at. Let's see who guys who just get destroyed by their pitcher, right? There's only 4 of them today. These are the 4 guys that just get smoked by the opposing pitcher. If you're a BVP person. Funny enough, 2 of them have plus EV, but one of them is playing in the worst conditions possible today. Games you would skip again? Well, the first one, Chicago, Arizona. The rest, I mean, I guess both of the... Wait, which was the one that was going to rain? St. Louis, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, sorry. So oddly enough, the 2 games where there are guys owned by their pitcher. Literally every single guy on this list is in a game that I was already going to avoid anyway. So, yeah. All right. Well, chat, I'm going to end the stream here. Let's see, is Banna on? I don't think he is. Is there anybody on? No. All right. I appreciate y'all for viewing. I got to get this thing uploaded over to YouTube. It's going to take a while because this is a much longer stream than normal. Usually I try to be under an hour. We're at an hour and a half almost. I appreciate y'all for real, for being here. Come sub to the YouTube. More importantly, though, don't sub to YouTube. Go sub to rudebets.com. It's the best way you can support me into continuing to build tools like this. I'm building NBA, NFL, college football, and college basketball just for all y'all. There will be NBA and NFL next year on this site. I already have the models built. I'm turning them into something magical like this. So this same system, the same UI, the beauty of all of it is going to be available for every sport. So for those of y'all who have signed up for the yearly, I appreciate you. You're getting NBA. Once MLB is over, you're not done. You get everything else too. So this is not just an MLB and done thing. I've been doing this for years. The models exist and all the other stuff already. I just got to turn it into something beautiful. Need some NHL. I do need NHL. I need NHL. I need NHL. I know I get the requests all the time. My time is just so limited, y'all. Building the sites, building the new models for all that stuff, streaming, marketing. I'm a one-man show. So here's the way I put it. The more people that sign up for rudebets.com, the more I can invest in making new sports. So where do you find the best matchups again? Pitch mix rating. Next season NHL. Yeah. We'll look into it. So pitch mix rating. Also, I got to remove the tags, but all right. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, Saturday morning, around the same time. So if y'all are going out tonight, you're going to miss the stream in the morning. But I'll be live around 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern. So good luck today. I hope I see y'all subscribe to rudebets.com. I can't wait to see your names pop up. Shoot me a message. Say hello when you do. I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. You make this stuff happen. I could not have a site like this if you didn't subscribe.